Was more fun than the person should have with their clothes on now, wasn't it? I'm Brian Lowe from Michael Dolsey Design Guitars, and right here we're looking at one of Michael's 335 series guitars, and much like the LP series in another video I did, I'm loving these guitars. These guitars have convinced me to play the old G style guitars again. More on that in a second. Let's talk about the construction and the electronics and all that cute stuff, and then we'll get into the stories. It is a laminated maple top, maple sides and maple back, double binding, and that's 5-ply binding around the front and around the back. Binding going up the neck and around the headstock, which has the Michael Dolsey wave inlaid in abalone, as well as the trapezoidal inlays in abalone up the neck. Stock tailpiece, pneumatic bridge. This one features 3 P90's. We do a double humbucker model. And of course your regular G scale neck with the 12-inch radius and medium jumbo frets, synthetic nut, very, very high quality vintage style tuners on the back. And let's take a look at that back. The back and the top are both arched. And it also, this model features the Michael Dolsey custom electronics package that Michael and I kind of came up with when we were talking about my signature model. Real simple, not a lot to it. Probably looks a little more complicated than what it actually is. Let's go through it real quick. Right here, instead of having volume, volume, tone, tone, and a 3-way switch like you do on your standard G-style guitars, this one has 3 volumes, one for each of the pickups, with a master tone control and the 3-way switch. Kind of ripped off the idea of the 3 pickups with the 3 volume controls. Actually, 2 volume controls came from Brent Mason, a Nashville session guy. Joe Glazer modded his guitars up with a center pickup on its own volume control. And we did one better and went with the old G-style electronics of a separate volume control for each of your neck and your bridge pickups. So we feel like it affords the guitarist the most versatility you can get out of one guitar. So if this turns out to be your main gigging guitar, then you're not going to get caught with your pants down. You'll be able to cover a whole night unless you're playing just like straight up thrash metal. Why would you be buying a semi-hollow anyway? At which point, it is a semi-hollow just like the classic 335 construction, with a block going down the center. Let's take a listen to those pickups. Right now we're playing with just the rear pickup. Not got any effects on that except for a little bit of delay and a little bit of reverb on the amp. Really nice for like your chicken picking kind of thing. So Telly guys won't get caught out in left field if you don't have if you've got this on and you go into an Alan Jackson song. Now let's roll in that center pickup and we go straight into Mark Knopfler's Stratland here. Anytime you need a Strat, it's great for funk stuff. Of course, course, you can put a little gringe on it and take out the center pickup. Once again, just the rear pickup. It's just a hair bit of distortion on it. Then all the way up is, of course, your neck pickup. A little bit of distortion on that. Take that off. And then in the center is, of course, your neck and your bridge combined. Except now with the middle pickup on its own volume control, I can roll that in anywhere on the switch. Or you can do the cute little rock and roll trick of having your distortion on and one pickup off, and stupid but effective in a bar. Once again, I was not a huge fan of G-style model guitars, and I hadn't played a ton of LPs, so the Dolsey LP really got me thinking about it. And then when this guitar and the other one came in that's got double buckers on it, I'd grown up around 335 style guitars. The studio that my dad played in and I worked in back home, the owner owned a 335, as well as Ward Eller, who played at the VFW Hall back home, had a really great blonde 335. So I wasn't unfamiliar with this guitar as much as I was the LP style, but the weight is the same. The neck feels extremely close, if not maybe at times a little better than some of the newer ones I've played. The custom electronics and switching on here makes it just a completely versatile guitar for me to use at any one of the gigs. Plus it just looks so darn cool. At any rate, if you decide on this or any other of the Dolsey guitars that you can see at www.mdguitars.com, remember that we do offer a full money-back guarantee. Michael's a great guy to deal with, and when you call or email in, you're dealing with one of us. So it's not like you're dealing with some big, huge company out for a ton of profit. We'd rather keep the guitars at a reasonable price and get them in the hands of working musicians and people who just want really beautiful instruments at a decent price. And in today's economy, who doesn't want something for cheap, right? Right. Anyway, my name is Brian Lowe. This is the Dolsey 335 style with 3 P90's.